$20 million in debt. She gave $10 million to Beyonce, just for her to get up on that stage and say 3 words. She ain't sing not one note. $5 million to Megan Thee Stallion, just for her to get up there and sing about her body yaddy yaddy for 10 minutes straight.
I'm sure that'll get out the vote.
$2.3 million to Lizzo, just for her to get up on that stage in Detroit and blatantly lie to them people. I don't believe this city's in decline. In fact, I wish all of America was like Detroit. What? $1.8 million to Eminem. Marshall, what's going on? This isn't you. Maybe it is, but this isn't very Slim Shady of you. I'll leave it be. $1 million to Oprah. Oprah could have did that for free if she really cared. We really need donations for the people of Maui. I don't have a meal to throw around. You know who does? Oprah. And apparently, so does Miss K. Where's the money, K? You spent 6 figures to rebuild this podcast set in a hotel room. That don't even look like it needed 6,000. Where's the money, K? And this is who I was supposed to trust with our country's finances.
I'm Bruce Springsteen, and I'm here today to support Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
In a stunning revelation, the campaign of Vice President Kamala Harris has been exposed to be in a state of serious financial disarray, ending with a staggering $20 million in debt, according to sources familiar with the matter. This financial strain has cast a dark shadow over Harris's failed presidential bid, highlighting the reckless spending and questionable decisions that plagued her campaign. According to Politico's California bureau chief Christopher Catalago, the Harris campaign's debt surfaced in its final desperate days, as insiders pointed the finger at campaign manager Jen O'Malley Dillon's extravagant decisions. The campaign's aggressive and expensive ad strategy, including high-profile concerts featuring stars like Katy Perry, Lizzo, Eminem, and Bruce Springsteen, were intended to energize young voters but ultimately proved to be a costly misstep. Despite Harris's campaign reportedly raising over $1 billion, with $118 million still available as of mid-October, the campaign spending spiraled out of control, leaving them scrambling to address the mounting deficit. As one staffer told Breitbart News, Jen O'Malley Dillon blew through $1 billion in a few months. The record-breaking spending, however, failed to translate into electoral success. Harris's team and Democratic allies channeled around $1.4 billion into political ads, outspending Trump and his allies by nearly $460 million, according to Fox Business. Yet, this massive financial investment did not secure key swing states, but despite outspending her opponents in these crucial regions, the financial edge did not result in victory.
Breaking news. Kamala spends over $1 billion in 100 days and is now in debt $20 million because she overspent, and is essentially going around the table with her little hat and begging donors to donate some more, even though her campaign is over and she lost and she failed. She needs more money. Typical woman spending here. Needs more money, man, so that she could pay off her debt. I can't say this enough. Imagine if she was in charge of the economy. Just imagine her team in charge of the economy. The same ones that caused her to spend like a drunken sailor in the it was barely over 3 months that she spent $1 billion. Imagine where that money could have done a whole lot more good than where she spent it. And now the truth is coming out that she spent a whole lot of money on these celebrity endorsements, right? And I want to touch on that real quick, is what these celebrities were being paid to endorse her. Basically, these celebrities sold out. They're sellouts, right? They sold their souls to the devil for money, right? Eminem, Oprah, Beyonce, Cardi B, right? They said Beyonce was paid $10 million, and she didn't even perform, right? I mean, this is just embarrassing, by the way, because now, I mean, it's essentially coming out that these people, you had to pay them to say nice things about you, right? It's kind of embarrassing, man. You had to pay people to say nice things about you. And it just puts a dark cloud over her already, failed campaign. And the thing is, all of these celebrities came out for her. I mean, Eminem, he was paid $1.8 million. These people are already fabulously rich, right? They could have just taken the check and donated it. They could have done something good with the money, right? Donated it to these communities that they pretend to care about, but instead they pocketed it. They put it in their bank accounts. Buy the next Ferrari, buy the next Lambo, buy the next mansion. And it speaks volumes about their character, right? And what they are willing to do for money. And these people are not hurting, right? So it's not like they took Joe Blow off the street like some homeless guy and went, hey, I'll give you $1 million, $1.8 million to say nice things, or $10 million to say nice things about this candidate. No, right? They went after these celebrities and gave them all sorts of money, and the truth is coming out. And on the flip side, and by the way, before I even get to Trump, on the it just kind of speaks volumes that these people were not willing to do it for free, right? They needed to be paid to say what you wanted them to say about your candidate, which tells you they didn't believe in what she was doing. They didn't believe. I mean, otherwise they would have done it for free, right? I mean, you see all of these influencers that the Harris campaign went after on social media that came out that had big followings. They're like, man, they were bribing me to do these videos about her. They're bribing me to say nice things about her, right? She basically tried to buy the presidency, which is kind of pathetic. It's kind of sad. And that just goes to show your message does not resonate with the average person, right? Your message is just that bad that you need to spend millions of dollars, bribing these influencers to brainwash their followers into supporting you. Your message sucks that much, but I think it's more sad that she tried to buy the campaign. I mean, she wasn't willing to work for it. She wasn't willing to get out there and deliver the message and solutions to people's, the American people's problems. She just tried to buy this presidency so that she could stay in power. The wokeness could stay in power. The matrix could stay in power, and it can continue with this circus. And so pretty embarrassing. And on the flip side, with Trump, there were a lot of big time, people who had big followings come out from. None of them were paid. Joe Rogan, I mean, that alone probably really, really tipped the scale on winning him securing the presidency for him, securing the win. Just going on Rogan, I think between YouTube, Twitter, and all these other social media platforms, I mean, Rogan said himself, it's got over 100 million views. It got over 100 million. If you reach 100 million guys, I mean, 100 million people, that's going to win. That's going to win you the presidency. And he got on there, spoke for 3 hours. He was going to even go longer, but he had a rally to get to. Spoke for 3 hours and, was very calm, did not yell, did not raise his voice a single time, answered every single question that Rogan threw at him, and was acting pretty presidential. Meanwhile, Kamala's on her campaign, finger wagging at everyone. Let me tell you, he will never stand behind the seal of the president ever again. And doing all this nonsense. That's why I don't want a female president either, besides the reasons I pointed out. previously that she'll never be held accountable. I don't want to be nagged for 4 years. I don't want to be shamed or guilted for 4 years because I don't like something you're doing. I don't think it's good for my fellow countrymen or my family members. I think it's going to hurt people. I don't want to be shamed for that. You know, I don't want to be called misogynist every day because I don't like your policies. You know, so yeah, I don't want them using that excuse. But regardless, so Rogan, he deserves like, you know, $50 million for what he did for Trump. But he got, you know how much he got? Zero. He got $0 for that. And he endorsed Trump. He even went a step further, which Rogan has never done, right? He's never really endorsed a presidential candidate, has he? That I know. He went the next step right before the election night. And I really believe he made his decision because all of the shenanigans that Kamala was pulling when he was trying to give her the same opportunity he gave Trump. He was trying to be fair. He was like, hey, just come on the podcast. I just want to talk to you. He was going to handle her with kitten gloves if he had to, right? He was telling her, you know, I just want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. We don't even have to talk about politics. We could just shoot the crap. She couldn't even do that. Right? She, again, tried to dictate the terms to him like she dictated the terms to Bret Baier. And she was like, on Fox, she was like, nope, you get, you know, half an hour, no, 25 minutes, and that's it. And then after that, done. And you can't ask me this, and this. And it has to be done on my schedule, my time. And then she shows up late. She has her staff, you know, end the interview early, like, oh, stop filming. Yeah, it just sends the wrong message, right? It tells you a lot about her. It tells you a lot that she cannot handle. You can imagine if she was in charge of, you know, meetings with dictators and prime ministers and, you know, other world leaders. I would be very nervous with her leading our country. You know, has nothing to do with misogyny. I would be nervous because she's incompetent and she's unqualified to be there, and she was placed there, right? She didn't even primary. She was placed there. Just parachuted in, like many women are, into these CEO roles that they didn't earn. They don't deserve. You know, she does not deserve to be there. I don't care what you say. She hasn't done anything to deserve to be there. So yeah, Rogan, he was paid zero. Trump, what other celebrities came out from? Dennis Quaid, zero, right? Who else came out for Trump? A number of people. Oh, Elon Musk. How much was Elon Musk paid? Zero, right? These are men with big influence that probably deserve to be paid something, right? I mean, they, like Trump, I really truly believe they just want to get the country on the right track, right? I mean, say what you want. I really do believe there's no, I mean, with as much money and power and freedom as they have, most people, if they had their money, power, and freedom, the last thing they would want to do is enter politics. The last thing they would just want to sit on a beach. I would. I wouldn't want to do this. I'm like, especially at Trump's age, I don't want to spend my last years, you know, being hated by everyone and having to watch my back and worry about getting assassinated. I mean, I worked hard my entire life, you know. I just want to sit on a beach. I'd want to watch reruns of Three's Company. That's what I want to do, or Taxi. But yeah, so Trump, his so-called celebrity endorsements were paid zero, right? And these people also are risking their own reputations, right? What if Trump is a madman? What if he goes nuts over the next 4 years? They really put their reputations on the line for this guy. Because, again, I really, truly believe the only reason you would do something like this is because you believe in it, right? I mean, I feel the same way about doing this content. I'm like, do I really need to do this content anymore? I mean, I've done well for myself. I'm, you know, successful. I've got a Lambo. I got my DeLorean. I got a nice, you know, waterfront property. Why am I doing this still, right? I'm making money from my investments. Yeah, I really need to keep doing this and getting hate and, you know, gnarly women messaging me on Christmas and hate mail, you know, my social media like I've gotten in the past. You know, why do I do this? because I want to, right? I feel like I need to. I feel like, you know, I have a message to share with you guys, and I feel like it's my duty to do that, right? I believe it's in the Declaration of Independence. Those who have the ability to take action have the responsibility to take action. I feel that. So I really feel like there's no other reason they would be doing this other than they care and they want to fix things, right? And they themselves are tired of the wokeness, just like I am. That's why I can't see myself not doing this, right? It's just because I see the matrix everywhere, and, you know, it really frustrates me when I see a guy who's blue pill and just, you know, walking around without knowledge, getting taken advantage of by women or his woman or his wife. You know, I want to wake him up. So, you know, and I don't even care if I get paid for it. I just want to wake him up, right? I mean, 99% of the content I do on YouTube is free, right? I don't do these memberships on YouTube or anything like that. I mean, I ask you guys to get in my pickup program because I really believe that will help you. But that's about it. You know, I don't do like the Tiege Hanley in the middle of my video. Guys, look at this Tiege Hanley. Ooh, look at this nice shave. Thanks to Tiege Hanley. Look at my skin. I don't do those. I don't do sponsorships, right? I'm like, I don't need the money, and I don't like interrupting my videos. And yeah, so I mean, if anything, I plug my program at the end of the video. I never ask you guys to do anything in the beginning of my videos. I never like start my video like a lot of these creators. It's annoying where they're like, oh, before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't say that until the very end, right? Until the content's done, and, you know, I've given you some value. Then you can make a decision if you want to get involved in my programs or like and subscribe. I appreciate it if you do. However, getting back to the point, she blew through $1 billion in 100 days and is now in debt $20 million. And I think the most despicable thing about this is these celebrities who came out pretending as if they care. I keep telling you, these people are such phonies, man. I lived right over the hill from Hollywood for years. People are these actors, these celebrities, they're so phony, man. They're so phony. I mean, even Eminem, right? Even Eminem was like being paid, you know. So they didn't believe in the message, right? Because they wanted money to promote her. Whereas like an Elon Musk, Dennis Quaid, John Voight, who else supported him? James Woods, these other actors, they did not ask for a dime, right? Neither did any of these influencers that promoted Trump online. Who's that guy, Aiden something, the young guy who got him the Hummer? He went on another podcast, PBD. Didn't ask for a dime. He could have. They could have said, hey, I'll let you on here. Why don't you donate, you know, $1 million to this? I mean, at least something, right? They could have done that at least, hey, donate to animal cruelty, something like that. And I probably would have asked for something like that. I would have said, hey, if you want to, you know, I'm not going to pocket the money, but if you want to make a donation, I don't even care in whose name it is, to, you know, animal cruelty, animal rights or something. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. You don't have to. I'm gonna feature you anyway. I would tell them, because I believe in what you're doing. But if you're just gonna burn your campaign money on, you know, rhinos and staff, hey, let's do something good. Make a donation. But yeah. So none of these people were paid. They put their careers, their livelihoods at risk, their reputations at risk. Obviously, they don't believe he's a madman, because if they did, they wouldn't put themselves at risk, especially for free. For free. They're not getting that $10 million check like Beyonce got. I mean, Beyonce's loaded. Why do you need $10 million more dollars? Right? What are you gonna do with that money? I mean, again, it's not like they're doing anything good with it, like donating, right? We haven't heard a single story of these celebrities like, oh, she's actually donating that money. She's donating that check. No, they're pocketing it. You know, and that tells me that they do not believe in the message that she was sending. They wanted to be paid to say these things. And for Trump's campaign, with, you know, like Elon, Rogan, and all these people on board, they believed in his message so much so they do it for they were doing it for free, and they're risking their own, like I said, their own jobs, their own careers, their own businesses, their own following. You know, and in Rogan's case, he said that he gave Trump his final, like his endorsement. I really believe it was because Kamala refused to show up. She was trying to dictate the terms. He felt like she was being shady, and he could not support her. And he was tired of this wokeness, and he wanted to support Trump, and because he believed that he's gonna put an end to it, right? And also, what tipped him over the scale, I just found this out. What tipped Rogan over the scale to support Trump is he saw a video of Obama talking about Trump, a guy that he admired. I mean, Rogan was like a huge Obama supporter, right? He said just flat out on the campaign, completely lying about Trump, and he said he just lost all total respect at that moment, and was like, I'm going to support Trump because of this video that he saw, like Obama going around and saying, Trump said like they're fine people on both sides when it comes to white supremacy, and Rogan was like, are you kidding me? That video's everywhere. He's like, why would you blatantly lie, say these things when you know you're lying? You know, and he just said at that point, he's like, F this, I'm supporting Trump. You know, the Kamala debacle, not coming on a show and trying to dictate terms, and then the Obama thing, he was like, and then the wokeness, he was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm supporting Trump. And then even when Trump said at his rally, like, I've got the support of Rogan, the mainstream media tried to fact check him and say, nope, Rogan has not come out and support you. And then guess what happened? Rogan came out, I believe it was on his Twitter or X account, and he said, make no mistake, I am supporting Trump. He goes, I just want to clarify, you're wrong, I am supporting him. So, and that really pushed him over the edge, you know, and plus, again, all these podcasters who supported him did not ask for a dime. I mean, even that guy, Aiden, whatever, he didn't, not only did he not ask for a dime and do the podcast, have Trump on his podcast for free, but he gave him like $110,000 Hummer or something like that, right? Didn't he? Because that went viral for a while. So yeah, it just goes to show who's real, who's fake, you know, and who really believes in the message versus who needs to be paid to spread that message. All right? But again, it's just more embarrassment for Kamala's campaign. And above the politics, this is just more reason why I don't like these female presidential candidates. And I really, you know, it's just always some sort of manipulation or, you know, propaganda or just shadiness going on in there. You know, I just don't trust them. But in any case, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of today's coaching video, and I'll see you in the next one.